Yes,
How you feeling?
Why did you do it?
How'd you feel?
What's up?
Anything to say?
No.
Dylann, what do you have to say? What do you have to say?
Back off the car.
Back off the car, please.
Anything to say?
Dylann, what do you have to say? What do you have to say?
Mike.
Move back, please, sir.
A bond hearing is pending for the man accused of killing 9 people inside a Charleston, South Carolina church. 21-year-old Dylann Roof was returned to Charleston after his arrest in Shelby, North Carolina on Thursday. Roof is accused of opening fire in the Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church on Wednesday night during a Bible study session. All 9 victims were black. A childhood friend says Roof had hinted that he was planning something.
It was a plan. He said that he was planning it for 6 months. Like I said, it was a 6-month plan. And I don't know what exactly in this whole 6 months was he's planning at all until we all seen it last night.
Roof's Facebook page shows him with Confederate flag plates and the flags of formerly white-run countries like apartheid-era South Africa. The shooting is being investigated as a hate crime.
We will now be looking at all of the facts, all of the motivations, all of the things that led this individual, if he is in fact the shooter, to commit this crime.
The church shooting victims included 6 women and 3 men. They were remembered at vigils across the nation on Thursday.
Now, this evil has now even come into the house of God, where people should feel safe, where they come for safety, where they come for peace.
President Obama called the shootings another example of damage wreaked on America by guns. Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press.
I knew him for 7 years, but I felt like I knew him then, but whenever we reconnected in this last month, I felt like I didn't know that Dylann. He just wasn't the same. He was more quiet, more solo, still under the radar like always. It was a plan. He said that he was planning it for 6 months. Like I said, it was a 6-month plan. And I don't know what exactly in this whole 6 months was he's planning at all until we all seen it last night. He didn't say really much about it. He just didn't want me to know too much for me to go get help before all of it happened. And whenever he had told us all this stuff, no one believed that he would have done nothing like this. It was a race thing because he had told me that it was that the black people were taking over the country, and that he wanted it to be segregation, that white on black, or white with the white and the black with the black. Well, he was drunk one night and he was just talking about him wanting to hurt a whole bunch of people, and like I said, I didn't know what he took him serious. And whenever he was saying he was wanting to do something crazy, I just blew it off and didn't really pay attention to him because he was intoxicated. So, really the moral of the story, what I would say would be just to, if you had something on your mind and something you know about something, then let people know instead of holding it in.
WLTX reports the suspect in the Charleston, South Carolina church shooting was taken into custody in North Carolina after a more than 12-hour manhunt. 9 people were killed Wednesday night in Charleston's historic Emmanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church. The church is one of the nation's oldest black congregations. The Department of Justice and the FBI are investigating the shooting as a hate crime. Officials say the suspect spent an hour at a prayer group with his victims before opening fire. The FBI identified the suspect as Dylann Roof, who has been arrested previously for trespassing and drug possession. In a Facebook photo, he is seen wearing a jacket with an apartheid-era South African flag on it. The investigation was complicated by a bomb threat that was reportedly called in during the incident, which forced police to evacuate the scene and the surrounding area. The shooting devastated the community.
The only reason someone can walk into church and shoot people praying is out of hate. The only reason.
In a statement, the president of the NAACP said there is no greater coward than a criminal who enters the house of God and slaughters innocent people engaged in the study of Scripture. For Newsy, I'm Kate Grumpke.